complain about the current Nigeria from today till tomorrow. It won't change anything. The way you solve it is to create. Once God created this planet and gave us dominion over it, he stepped out. That's why sometimes those of us that are Christians and can pray, sometimes we take it too far. We do not understand where the line is drawn between the responsibilities of humanity and the responsibilities of divinity. But with time, if you study closely, you will find out that God will never do for you what he has given you power to do for yourself. He only does what you cannot do. Every time God gets to that point where he knows you can do it, he stops. And in between there, it will seem as if it's a smooth, continuous flow, but it is not. In between there is that point where there is a separation between the responsibilities of divinity and the responsibilities of humanity. I pray that the average Christian in Nigeria and Africa will recognize that point. Angels will never construct roads for us. Forget it.
After you listen to this video, there's a reason for this video. Listen, you see this right top, this one. You see the three of them. Good. And now pastor is telling us that there is no amount of prayers, there is no angels that can solve your problems for you, problem that your leaders should solve. Angels cannot fix your road. Angels cannot give you light. God cannot give you light, cannot give you roads. It's not the responsibility of God. It is the responsibility of your leaders to do those things, to give you, the citizens, those things. Right? That is your responsibility. It's not God. So stop disturbing God with some issues that ordinarily God has no hand in it. Stop disturbing God with it. Now, look at this. That's Pastor Sam Adeyemi telling you now to stop disturbing God. That it is not the responsibility of God to do those things. Now, number one, this thing. Look at this, Pastor Umbakara. This theory you are saying now. These people actually they have voice. They have voice when they speak. Their words. It carry weight. It carry weight. At least they have power to solve one or two problems, if not for the whole country in their own environment. If these people are telling you this, now let me read for you before we go into details. Pastor Umbakara said, we need more prayers to avert famine and hunger in Nigeria. Father Umbakara. So your belief as a pastor, we are not praying enough in this country. We need more prayers to avert famine and hunger in this country. So now the people are trooping into your church every day to play for where there is no job. So they are not playing enough. Go and hire Oibo's pastor now to come and help you play. To actually more members in your church. That's number one. We are coming out just all of them. Then this one. Stop blaming government. We must rise up to support the country. Stop blaming government. We must rise up to support country. If we not blame government, who are we going to blame? You. Are we going to blame you? Definitely we have to blame government. Now, this one. Stop castigating your leader. Stop castigating your leaders. Allow God to deal with them. Says Sultan of Sokoto. This one only of Ife. Stop castigating your leaders. If we don't talk to leaders, who are we going to take? Leaders who have failed in their responsibility, who have made this country what it is today. And these people have solution, have power to solve problems in this country, but they are not seeing anything wrong in what government is doing. If you are advising people to stop blaming, now for example Tinubu, that is to say, in your eyes Tinubu is doing well, in your eyes prayers we need, Tinubu is doing well, in your eyes we should stop blaming leaders, we should all rise to, okay, these people are the reasons why this country, they contributed to the problem of this country. Like I said, they have powers. Their talk, whenever they speak, it carries weight. People listen to them. People listen to them. If they do not speak something good about the country or something that will make leaders to rise up in their responsibility to actually see that something is wrong in this country, to take action, the leaders will not do nothing. Will not do nothing. Before government come listen to me, he will listen to these people. But if people you are representing now, you are telling the government that everything is right with the people you are leading, you are representing in your own constituencies, in your own government, in your own community. Government cannot be everywhere. People in those places needs to channel their anger through the mouthpiece of that community to speak to government. And these are the people that government, they speak, government listen to, but they are not seeing anything wrong in what is going on in this country. All we need is, we need more prayers. All we need to stop blaming government. All we need to stop castigating our leaders. Meanwhile, these leaders are the problem of this country. It is not me. Do you understand? And another pastor is saying, we don't need God to succeed. We don't need God to do all those things for us. No angels that could do all those things for us. Do you see I don't... It is only in this country I see people who are believing that every problem is God. God has solution to every problem. Is God. God will do it. God will do it. No. This is not to say there is no God. This is not to say nobody should not go to church. This is not to say we need to do the right thing. Government need to rise up in their responsibility to do the needful, to do the work of a government, to do their job. Why are we blaming leaders? Because things are not going well. The leaders are not doing enough. Why is there hunger in the country? Because leaders failed in their responsibility. We have to talk to them. We need to bring them of their failure. And then somebody is telling us all we need to do is more prayers. And people are in your church every day playing. They are playing for jobs, playing for visas to leave this country to Japan, playing for husband, playing for job. Do you know why you are not getting job? When you go to church, you pray. You pray. God is not answering your prayer. It make you look like you are the most sinner on earth. You sin a lot because of your sins. That's why God is not answering you. No, I tell you this for free. It's not because you sin against God. You commit suicide. I mean, you commit murder. You keep person. What thing you do? Which sin? Which offense? How years they say you dey drink? And if you go to church, how years they say you dey drink? You not observe the 10 commandments in the Bible. One pastor said there is not possible for you to do everything, even a man of God. That is not possible to. There is nothing you can do for God. Like before you will say God will help you. Man of God said that. Now, what I was saying, it's not because you are not praying enough to get a job. It's not because you are not praying enough. It's not because you are the most sinner on earth. It's not because you did something wrong or you not blind God enough. It's not because you do not pay tithe and offering seed enough. That's why you are not getting that job. Because there is no job. You can't get job where there is no jobs. You can't get job where there are no productions going on, where there are no company producing, manufacturing. Where will you get a job? The only job that are there, we have millions of people queuing up. We have millions of job seekers queuing up for one job. You could remember in those days when whenever they advertise for police, all those jobs, you see how people are dying because a lot of people trooping, they want to go for it, they want to submit, they are pushing each other. Those who are not strong enough, they die. People step on them, they mark them, they die. A lot of people died that time in this country. So it's not because you are not praying enough. That's why God is not answering your prayer. Get it right. It's because there are no jobs. There's no jobs. In other country, somebody will leave their own country. Nobody will leave everybody in their own country. They will come and hire you in Nigeria, sponsor you, give you everything, use their own money to do everything for you, just to leave your country, come and be working for them. Because there is work. In their own country, they are not working and government is paying them. Get it right. So don't feel bad when you go to church. Some people get a job, you don't have a job. It's not as if you don't have the qualification. It's because the job have just filled and it's being recommendation from the top, the leaders. Now, who know man? I mean, if you are not connected, you are disconnected. If you don't know anybody who is in charge of that, who could recommend you, you are not going to get the job because the job is not enough. If the jobs are enough, you go, I go. There will not be recommendation. Everybody will go. Just go and do your thing. If you don't get here, you don't get on here, you get on there. If you don't get it here, you get it the other way. But there are no jobs. Those few ones, they want to give it to their own brothers and sisters first. Those brothers and sisters whom they are giving those jobs to, they do not go to church the way you are going to church. They do not pray hard the way you are praying. Those people goes to the night cross. They are working. They are balling. They carry woman every time, but they are working in a good company. They don't have time to go to church because they are being recommended. It's not as if you are not doing enough. So stop wasting your time. I'm not saying you should not go to church. So stop thinking like, as in, blaming yourself. So you don't pray enough or you don't pay tithe and offering enough. That's why God is not answering you. No, because there are no jobs, there are no production going on. And again, the little companies we have, some are already relocated. They left the countries. So what are we saying? Anyways, what do you think? Please share this video.